Vance did an interview with the New York Times and this wow.
In the debate, you were asked to clarify if you believe Trump lost the 2020 election. Do you believe he lost the 2020 election?
I think that Donald Trump and I have both raised a number of issues with the 2020 election, but we're focused on the future. I think there's an obsession here with focusing on 2020. I'm much more worried about what happened after 2020, which is a wide open border, groceries that are unaffordable. And look,
Senator,
Lulu,
yes or no?
Okay.
Did Donald Trump lose the 2020 election?
Let me ask you a question. Is it okay that big technology companies censored the Hunter Biden laptop story, which independent analysis have said cost Donald Trump millions of votes?
Senator Vance, I'm going to ask you again. Did Donald Trump lose the 2020 election?
Did big technology companies censor a story that independent studies have suggested would have cost Trump millions of votes?
Senator
I think that's
Vance,
the question.
You don't get to change the question to the interviewer that's asking you questions. No, that question that you asked isn't the question. The real question is something completely different about Hunter Biden's laptop. Duh. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm going to ask you again. Did Donald Trump lose the 2020
And I've answered
election?
your question with another question. You answer my question and I'll answer yours.
I have asked this question repeatedly. It is something that is very important for the American people to know. There is no proof, legal or otherwise, that Donald Trump did not lose the 2020 election.
You're repeating a slogan rather than engaging with what I'm saying.
No, rather than engage with what she's saying, you're pretending that she's saying slogans. No, you're actually pretending you don't know what a slogan means. You're pretending you don't know what the definition of a slogan even is. The definition of a slogan is MAGA, Make America Great Again. That's a slogan. Saying facts and asking questions, factual questions, that isn't a frickin' slogan.
Which is that when our own technology firms engage in industrial scale censorship, by the way, backed up by the federal government, in a way that independent studies suggest affect the votes, I'm worried about Americans who feel like there were problems in 2020. I'm not worried about this slogan that people throw. Well, every court case went this way.
Well, every court case went this way? That's a pretty shitty slogan if you think that's a slogan, man. That's not a slogan. That's just a fact.
I'm talking about something very discrete. A problem of censorship in this country that I do think affected things in 2020, and more importantly, that led to Kamala Harris's governance, which has screwed this country up in a big way.
Senator, would you have certified the election in 2020? Yes or no?
I've said that I would have voted against certification because of the concern that I just raised.
And there's the ball game. He wouldn't have certified the election. This guy is not competent to do the job. He's putting loyalty way, way up here over his duties and his oath to this country. He's not up to the task. I mean, if the task was to Donald Trump, yeah, he's up to that task. But the task is being VP to the United States of America.
I think that when you have technology companies...
The answer is no.
When you have technology companies censoring Americans at a mass scale in a way that, again, independent studies have suggested affect the vote, I think that it's right to protest against that, to criticize that, and that's a totally reasonable thing.
So the answer is no. And the last question, will you support the election results this time and commit to a peaceful transfer of power?
Well, first of all, of course we commit to a peaceful transfer of power. We are going to have a peaceful transfer of power. I, of course, believe that peaceful transfer of power is going to make Donald Trump the next president.
You don't see Kamala Harris and Tim Walz out there prepping people for their loss. You don't see them out there saying, they're going to probably steal it from us, you know. They might just steal it from us. It could happen, you know. No, they're not saying that. No one on the left is saying that. It's just you on the right, because you guys are preparing to lose.
And I've answered your question with another question. You answer my question and I'll answer yours.